Realize that one of the first and most important tips I give anyone for improving is to foster humility in yourself. If you can't recognize that you have more to learn, if your insecurity stops you from recognizing when you're making a mistake, you can't expect to fix it.
This is going to be a hard video for me to make, and in more ways than one. At what point, when does self-humility spiral into self-doubt, and then that spirals into negative self-talk, negative outlook, and imposter syndrome? Now, I'm not the best player. I will never be the best player. Just in the roller class alone. I feel like I'm close, but not that close. But does me knowing that I'll never be the best roller player out there preventing me from being a better just player in general? Why can't I be happy with the skill level I'm at? Frankly, I don't know. I don't know why I can't just be happy with the skill level I'm at. I wish I knew. But it's gotten to the point as a roller player, if I see another roller player, my only objective is to out KD that other roller player. To outthink him, outmaneuver him, outdo everything, that other roller player, to prove that I am a better roller player. But I can't keep doing that. I can't keep having to one-up every roller player I see. Because it's going to start degrading my mind, basically. It's going to start ruining me. It's gotten so bad that I've literally thought about never playing Splatoon again. The whole series, new Splatoon game comes out, forget it. I'm not going to play it again. I've literally thought about burying everything behind me. Just leave it in the past. Never play Splatoon 3 again. Don't go back to Splatoon 2. Don't go playing Splatoon 4. Just leave it behind you. But yet, I know that's never going to happen. I will always come back to Splatoon. And I don't know why I think that. I will always come back to Splatoon. And I keep coming back to Splatoon. Just 3 specifically. I know its update cycle is going to eventually end, but I will keep coming back to it. Why? Because I love the gameplay, the characters, the world building, everything about it is just yes. I guess what it is I'm just at odds in my own skill level because I don't know what that is. The game doesn't tell me what that is. My current record is S plus 12? I'm fighting top 500 players. I know because there's a badge that you have for top 500. And I would say I'm putting up a decent fight. But still, just constantly, even if I get a high KD, like a high kills, low deaths, I tell myself that was not earned. They didn't know how to counter you. They just didn't know how to counter you. They didn't know what they were doing. So every high KD I get, I tell myself that. But is that true or not? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if it's true or not. Could it be? Sure. But I feel like at S plus higher, you would know how to counter rollers pretty easy. And going away from multiplayer to Salmon Run, it's kind of the same story, despite it just being PvE. I have gotten all top 5 in both extra work and big run, except for the Barnacle Dime one, but let's be honest, that game was rigged from the start. I've gotten all top 5. I've got all VP 99 badges, except for Marooner's Bay. I was so close with that one. But I'm still telling myself, not good enough, do better. Come on, man, do better. You can do better in this. But can I? I don't know. I should be doing better. I can be doing better. But how so? I had special guides, Samurone special guides, like middle of this year planned. I was working on them. But I decided to just put them on pause indefinitely. I have a Slam and Lid 101 video in the works. teach you everything I know about salmon lids and how to counter it, how to use them. But if I'm not confident at my own abilities to just play Splatoon in general, how can I teach other people? It's like a teacher trying to teach the class, but the teacher itself doesn't even know much about the subjects. But the teacher probably knows a lot about the subjects, but the teacher's just not confident in that she knows enough about the subjects. Or something like that, I don't know. And going on with the Splatoon group, I'm the best, hands down, best player in the Splatoon group. And I want to teach them to get better. But again, how can I teach them to get better if I'm not confident at any of my own abilities? And if I teach them and they do get better, now all of a sudden I have to get better. But I feel like I'm kind of stagnant at this point. But that may just be me. This whole video is about me, but whatever. It's probably just this need to feel on top, I guess, but I don't really care if I'm on top or not. I know I'll never be on top. I just kind of, sure, am I getting better? I may be. I don't know. I haven't figured out if I am getting better or not. Game doesn't really tell me. I know Squid Skull made a video about how Big Run items are just decorative and stuff. The rewards in Big Run, everything. And I get why people were mad, because those things are seen, at least in my eyes, as a source of validation at your skill. Basically, they says, hey, you're good at Salmon Run or something. You got top 5 in the world out of people who play Salmon Run. Good job. Something like that. So I do see why people who were like not overfishers or who worked on weekends, something like that, couldn't really have enough time to grind it. And those were randos too. I haven't really done Big Run with friends yet. So I do see why people were mad about that. So Nintendo changed it, but then screwed everything up. At least that's one source of like validation I get. The other one is like KDs and stuff, or like my rank. But those don't feel as weighty as like my own personal feelings about it, if that makes any sense. Nothing I say makes any sense. As you probably can tell, I don't know what this video is. I don't know if it's a sign that I need help or something, or if I just need to just take a break from Splatoon, like a 10-day break, just to like clear my mind or something. I did take a 1-day break, but I don't know, maybe I should just take a break from Splatoon. But if I take a break from Splatoon, I know people will get ahead of me and stuff. But again, why do I care about that? Why can't I just be happy at my own skill level? It's a question for me, specifically for me, that only I can answer. Yet I can't answer the question. I don't know why. In fact, literally today, as of recording this, one of the Splatoon members thought, or just had an idea of us beating in a tournament, you know, playing comp. And that idea blew my mind. Because, wait a minute, I have the chance to play comp right now. Granted, it's not like high-level comp or anything. It's not like Team Starburst or anything. But still, it is comp. And I flat out refused. I said no. But a few other people decided to go along with it, sure. But as you can probably see from my state currently, I'm not a big fan of comp. But I do think it is good in general. That's a whole separate video, to be honest. Generally, I think comp is too competitive in general, but what do I know at this point? So my feelings on comp are, if people want to play comp, they can play comp, but me personally, it's not my thing. But just the idea of being incompetitive is not something I ever see. Oh, and also, get this. I'm a Styx player. Yeah, I play sticks. I don't like motion. They're just too jarring, kind of, I think. I like sticks, and I will die on that hill. And considering how top-level players feel about sticks, yeah. So I'm basically handicapping myself just by using sticks. But I just like sticks, man. I'm comfortable with it. I like it. So if I'm like a sticks player, does that make me in fighting top 500 players? Does that say anything? Or no? Because I'm at the point where I feel like I need someone else's validation to see how good I am at the game. But like I need a comp player or like Squid School or Pro Charger just like pat me on the back and just say like, hey, you're good at the game. But why do I need that? Why do I need someone else to tell me if I'm good at the game or not? And I guess that's the thing I'm struggling answering. And honestly, I don't know. I can't answer that question. In fact, just to give you an idea of how my mind works, so the person that joined the comp and suggested us doing comp, the main leader that basically brought me into this group in the first place says, yeah, sure, I'll do some comp. Two things popped in my head. One, she would immediately learn so much that she would get way better than me. Two, she would focus so much on comp that she wouldn't have any time anymore to play together. Do you notice none of those are positive? None of those things that I said were like positive things about her wanting to do this comp thing. And three is, if everyone else wants to do it, then all of a sudden the server just feels like it's just for comp players. I don't want it to be I don't want anything to do with comp, I feel like. And again, this isn't to say comp is bad. I just don't really like it. And I feel like it just questions my skill level. And that's the whole thing. Like, and even the group stuff is, I am hands down the best one in the group, and I feel like I have to be. I have to be the best one of the group, or else there's no reason to play with me. That's the thing. I enjoy playing with them, even though they're not as good as me. But I feel like I have to be the best player in the group, or else there's no reason to play with me. There's just no reason that I see of, besides me being the best player. That's it. And I'm so hesitant about adding new people to it. First, so everyone else gets along, because, you know, there's always that one guy that just never seems to agree on anything. And if we do find a player that's better than me, I go, oh shit, or, you know, oh no, now they don't have a reason to play with me. That's just how I see it. That's how my mind works. And with the channel, if you saw my Thanksgiving video, I am so paranoid about just uploading stuff. I could probably do, I enjoy the editing part. What I don't enjoy is recording the audio. Because I am so paranoid about mic audio. It's not even funny. And the quality, the video qualities themselves, how I export them, could be made a difference. So I guess that's where the imposter syndrome comes from. And I don't know, I guess this is just how my mind always worked. And this is how my mind's continuing to work. But just to be clear, so and long ago in the original group, this is the whole group story that I'll make a part 2 on the group at some point. I said something that the two of the group members got really mad at, which is funny because I wasn't even saying that to them. And the person I actually said it to said, dude, no hard feelings, me and the other person have thick skin, so don't worry about it. But he said something that just stuck with me. He said, just keep playing. No matter what happens with you in Splatoon, basically, I guess that's how he's saying it, just keep playing. And I don't know why, but that means a lot to me. And I don't know why. It probably means a lot to me because I'm stubborn with Splatoon. So my grandpa passed like 3 days before Splatoon launched. And when that happened, I came to Splatoon 3 as kind of like a comfort thing. And Deep Rock. So Splatoon just always felt there for me, which I guess why I specifically feel attached to 3. So no matter what's gonna happen to me, I'm always gonna be playing Splatoon. I'm stubborn, like an Imperial Fist. Glory to the God Emperor of Mankind, and glory to Rogaldorn, he lives on! No one's gonna get that joke. If you do, let me know. But I just wanted to put in here to lighten things up, because God damn, it's been a depressing video. Holy cow. I didn't mean for this thing to be so depressing. I guess it's really the only way to say it. This has been a depressing video. In other news, I finally decided to play X-Rank for a bit, and yeah, I immediately got top 2,000, or like almost top 1,000. On the first few game sessions in X-Rank Tower. Like right here, this is the first one. This is my, yeah, like, and that's top 2,000. That gives me the badge for it. So, maybe this is all just in my head. And I'm actually like a decent player. I need to see like a graph to see how many people have bought Splatoon and have actually like gotten all the VP 999 badges for the Salmon Run maps, and how many people like have actually gotten where I'm at in the game. That's like what? It's less than top 5, or the less than like 5%, not top 5. Less than like what? 5% of people, or 5% of people who have bought and play Splatoon. Like people in my group, I posted my kills at some point, and they saw my Salmon and bosses killed, and they wish they were at my skill level. I told one of the other things, like, man, I keep fighting these top 500 players. I'm putting up a fight though. And he's like, man, I wish I was fighting top 500 players. And I'm like, no you don't. So I guess there is a bright side to this. But it's not as bright as what went over on in the video. Anyway, I gotta wrap this up. No, this is not my last video of the year. God, no, I'm not leaving it on this note. My next video is probably gonna be somewhere after Christmas, maybe, hopefully. And no, I am not leaving the channel despite what all I said, and I'm not leaving Splatoon. That's all I really gotta say. Just keep playing. Ooh, but before I do go, I came up with like a script kind of for like an SFM thing maybe that I'll probably never do. I'll never use it. It's just a cool idea that I had while coming up with the idea for this video, which granted isn't a very good video because god damn it's depressing, but I still think it's unique, and I'm not gonna read it out. I was originally going to, at least that was the original plan, but this is dragging on far enough. And I should note that the narrator is not really a narrator, it's more or less describing what's happening. So I'm gonna put it up on screen, and then y'all can just pause it and just read it if you want.